In today's episode, we will be cleaning up this very big mess that I made last night. I left it on the floor. Just get it to dry out. Got my shovel and my rake here from my garden supply cabinet. I'm going to use those. I'm going to rake it all together, put it in the garbage bag, and then start fresh with a new clean room. Something about starting with a clean room, even though you know you're going to get more stuff on it, just kind of helps it to go easier. And then, since I didn't really get any good shots of it yesterday, I'm going to do more popcorn sealing in the closet here. Try to get some better shots with that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, because I bought a new camera to do video with, and this is my cell phone still, but it turns out that $100 does not buy a very good video camera. So that is going back to Amazon, and I will look for a better camera. So anyway, I'm going to get started on this, and then come back, clean this up, and then we'll maybe look at that ceiling. Big stuff up here, so it's not so weird to walk around. And it actually would have been easier to do this last night when it was all wet, because now it's all dusty. This little rake is actually working pretty well. I'm using it in flat mode, like I'm trying to pick up stones or something. Now they have a saying, if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Kind of it was getting dusty, so I got out the sprayer and I just kind of sprayed down the debris here to keep the dust down a little bit while I rake it up. Seems to be working. It's not stupid, right? Alright, so I realized that I have to take this light fixture out, and I never showed taking the fan down. And so I figured I could show this. It's basically the same exact thing as taking a fan apart, just a few less screws. So I'll take this little thing off, bulb out too. Looks like it might all be coming apart in one piece or something. That, and then these two screws here. Now if this bulb worked, if it had a pull chain, I would have turned it on and then gone down to the panel if I didn't already know which breaker it was, and just found the breaker that made the light go off, and then I would know that the power was out. But since this doesn't work, I gotta have another way to do it. It's a little more work. Well, it's a lot more work, actually. Well, maybe not a lot. It's I guess you just need a tester to test the wire, and be the light bulb for you. So, what do you have in here? You got enough wires in there before one of the last ones I took apart had like very little wire in there. So let me go get my tester. So this is one of those nice, very easy, this one's by Klein, but there's, all kinds of different ones. But basically you just turn it on and you put it on the black wire. It turns red, means it's still hot. So that means you need to go figure out how to make it not hot. If there was a switch, I would hit the switch, but this isn't even switched, so it just means I need to go find the breaker switch for this. So I'm gonna go do that now, and then I'll come back and show the rest. Okay, I went downstairs, and actually what I ended up doing was just turning off all like the 15 and 20 amp circuits. Actually, they're all 20s down there. All the singles anyway that I knew were just like plugs and lights and stuff that I didn't need to get back upstairs because it's dark out now. So I left on like the hallway lights and stuff like that. But and I know that the reason I kind of had to do that was I didn't want to go up the stairs 9 million times. And I know that this circuit in this house, they're kind of weird. They're not like new circuits. This was built in 1989, so this powers also the plugs in the bedrooms, both of them I think probably, and maybe something else upstairs here like in the hallway. But so I'll turn my tester back on, put it up to the black wire. Good. Nothing here is live. That's what we want. So I can turn that off now, save my batteries, and now it should be fairly easy. Need to unscrew the wires from the terminal here. You can't really see that. Let's twist this around. There we go. This thing's like not the easiest screws to get at. Whenever I think in between the times that they made this one and the ones they make these days, they realized, hey, maybe we should put the screws so they go in this way. It's like a little easier. Have people been complaining that the screws are hard to get to? Yeah, only since like forever. I think that's a Brian Regan joke that I stole. The original's about ketchup, and the ketchup being hard to get out of the bottles. And he's like, why did it take so long for them to figure out how to make ketchup bottles that stand upside down so you can always get it out? Thank you. The executive, have people been complaining that the ketchup is hard to get out of the bottle? Yes. Okay, we're almost there. I had to fill some time there while I was just messing around with a screw. There we go. That's done. Garbage. Garbage. Used to be light, now it's garbage. Screws are still in here for some reason. Get rid of those too. I always kind of tap it, just out of habit. No. It's tough to just reach up there and grab it. So now what we can do, we'll straighten this out a little bit. It's a little long. Since we have enough to play with, we'll turn that off a little bit. I probably could even, probably even should just trim them flush. But yeah, you know what? I'll do that because I'm going to strip them later on, and they've got all the marks all over them and stuff now. So we got that. We got a couple of our handy little yellow wire nuts. Should be good enough, especially with the insulation here. Straighten that out a little bit more. There we go. Now we can go turn our circuit back on. I know we're nice and safe. And we can come in here and we will start doing popcorn ceilings in here so I can show. Alright, so I'm back here. And of course the fan just turned on in there. I discovered last night when I did the main room out there that I'm assuming this will be this. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is know what? I'm gonna wear. What I was gonna say was that the popcorn ceiling in the bedroom seemed actually, hitting it with water didn't really seem to affect it very much, and it was easier to actually just scrape it off dry, then come back and do the second one where you get the stuff underneath. But this, I think, this feels like this might not have ever been painted. So this might, maybe this will be like the easiest popcorn ceiling that I have ever done. And I have done 3. Well, this is the 3rd one. So I'm going to count it. Let's see, we'll just do this so we can hopefully make sure you see it. Don't get the water in the electrical outlet. That's bad. And the other thing I was thinking was, even if balance here. Even if the water isn't really helping it come off the ceiling, it is going to help with dust control. So there's that. We got that going for us, which is nice. So, oh yeah, you know what? I can already tell this is going to be so easy. All right, I like easy. Easy is good. A little early yet to try this, but I'm so eager. I probably should sit a little bit longer. Or not. Wow. Now this is fishing. You need a little more water down there or something. This is great. This is so much better. More water. Yeah, so that's all you have to do to remove popcorn ceilings. I don't know why I see everybody seems to have so much trouble with it. I'm sure with this being so much more absorbent now, probably do have to be a little more careful that I don't get it too wet, because you don't really want, if you can help it, the sheetrock paper and certainly the sheetrock itself on the other side of the paper to get wet. What I've heard is that the paper gets really wet. It contributes to bleed through when you go to paint it. And so you'll paint and this orange color or pink color sometimes will come through. And I got that a little bit in the first room I did, but all I had to do, I just did 2 coats of really the stain blocker or primer instead of 1. And then a coat of my regular ceiling paint, and it worked out fine. Can't even tell that I didn't spend $5,000 to have professionals come in and do my popcorn ceilings for me. So anyway, so this has to be the easiest it will ever get in 1,000 years. This is great. I'm not even breaking a sweat. This is awesome. So that's that. Okay, so there we go. There's our finished product. On camera focus. Spin around here. Here's the top of the closet now. I had one big mistake. I got a little overzealous, and you can see it there in the top there. I peeled off some paper. I was having so much fun that it was going so easy that I started going a little too quick. So a little reminder there, just slow down, take it easy. This house isn't going anywhere. But let's go back out in the main room now and look at some of the other things I need to touch up. Alright, so here's a good example of something that I have to come back and touch up. Apparently missed this kind of spot last night when I was doing this. Actually a whole bunch of it in this corner. I was definitely getting tired by the time I got over here. So give it a little soak, let it sit a little bit, and then come back and touch this part up. It's probably a little much on the wire there. See, it's already looking a lot better. Some paint or something right here. I'll have to get the ladder, maybe dig in there a little bit. But little things like that on the second pass. You come in the next day and you see a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't see before. So that's that. So the other thing I wanted to do in here was come along this seam. I got it wet again because there's some spots where there's just like some inconsistencies. It'll be a lot easier to do it now than later on with sandpaper and everything else. Definitely one of those things where, you know, if you get each step as good as you can get it, the next one's going to be easier. If you cheap out, you go home early every time, then it's all going to have too much to make up on the last step. It's not going to look good. So. Keep working through it. Careful. Try not to rip the tape. Run your hand around, see if you got any weird bumps. Sometimes if you get a tear of paper, if you're lucky, you can actually just kind of fold it back in. There'll be a little bit of compound on there and it'll sort of seal itself back up. You won't have to, if that was wet, that might have worked. But you don't have to do so much work on it later on. So I'm going to keep shooting all the way down this line and make another pass around the seams in the room. And I'm going to call this part of the job done. If I see anything else interesting, I'll start up the camera again and give another shot. Alright, well I have decided that it is time for the rugs to go. All the really dirty stuff is done, kind of cleaned up a little bit, and it always just suddenly makes the project feel like it advanced 1,000%. Just getting these ugly rugs out of here, get it down to plywood, get all the stuff out in the garage, and you can finally start to envision the final project. Got a nice sharp knife in my razor knife. That'll come in handy. Let's see, I wonder if I can pull this up. Alright, usually I have a hammer with me. I just don't happen to not have enough here. You can like smack it with the nail puller, pull on it, and it'll pull out the rug to get it started here. But I have a screwdriver with me, so I will use that instead. There we go. Let's just do this too while we got the camera pointed that way, right? There we go. One plywood floor, which eventually is going to have nice hardwood, engineered laminate. I forgot to point out why having such a nice sharp knife is so important. You can try to cut through carpet with a dull knife. It just does not want to work. So hopefully now you can get it to a point where it'll just break. Now, I'm gonna roll it up. A little popcorn floor burrito. There we go. Well, alright. That is it for tonight. And it rhymes. So it's funny when you get the rug out of a room, it sounds so echoey. It's alright, because the final version of this room is going to be a live tracking room. This is all going to be eggshell crate, fastened, not permanently attached somehow. But that's like way ahead in the future. It's like episode 25. Anyway, I'm going to go get cleaned up. I'm going to go write and record the song for tonight's show and put it together and upload it.